Hello, Dr. Brooks here. Welcome to my channel. Be sure to subscribe. So I want to tell you guys my journey attending Capella University in the doctoral program. I was pursuing a doctorate in business administration with the HR specialization. I enrolled in the program to start January 7th, I think it was 2017. So, hold on to your seat. Listen, so I signed up, started the program on a Monday. One of the perks of enrolling to attend January 2017 was they were going to pay for your first residency. A residency is basically you have to go to whatever city they choose. The time that I was in the program, we had a residency in Atlanta. We had a residency in Dallas. So I had, I had to pay to get there. So essentially, that was one of the perks. They were going to pay for me to attend residency, whether they had to buy my flight, whatever the case was. So 2 weeks into the program, I get a burst of hold on my account. Basically, a burst of hold is stating that something is going on with your financial aid. I contact the financial aid office. They were like, after investigation, they discovered that they put my social security number in incorrectly. So they told me, okay, well, since your social security number was in incorrectly, you're not going to be able to get the perk. So because they made an administrative error, I wasn't going to be able to get the free residency. That should have been my first red flag. But I was like, whatever, not a problem. I'll pay for it. Not a big deal. So I had to pay for my travel as well as the hotel, my food, all that good stuff. And I think residency was like $1,200, $1,300 out of my pocket. And plus the school bills you to attend residency. I think at the time it was like $2,000. So I paid $3,400, maybe $3,500 to attend this residency. I did have a good experience at residency. I met some really cool people. I am still talking to those people to this day. So the residency experience was phenomenal. Fast forward, I'm in the classes. I'm taking the classes. When I attended Capella, how it was designed was you had to take your residency. You had to take your cohort courses as well as the dissertation course. That should have been a red flag to me because I don't know anything about writing a dissertation. I haven't taken any of the research classes. Like, you don't know anything. And so basically they throw you into dissertation writing without even taking any classes to tell you how to write a dissertation. Like I said, that should have been a red flag, but I just went with it. So I was taking my classes. I was passing the classes. I got my proposal approved. The proposal is basically what's your topic, what's your interview questions, or your method, like all of that good stuff. They assigned me a chair. Again, taking the classes, they assigned the mentor, they assigned a chair. Everything was going okay. Probably a year and a half into the program, my mentor, I was writing chapter 2. So the proposal got approved. Chapter 1 got approved. I'm starting in chapter 2. The mentor was like, yeah, not feeling it. So my mentor and I kind of was going back and forth, and she failed me. During the time I was in the program, the rule was if you got 2 unsatisfactories, then you were kicked out of the program. So my mentor failed me the first time, not a problem. I changed up everything that she recommended, started back taking classes. So, I was taking classes. She was still giving me so much pushback. And I went and spoke to my chair and was like, hey, can I get a new mentor? Because I just felt like it wasn't working out. They were like, no, work on a relationship. Fast forward, the day before the course ended, she was like, hey, I need you to make these changes. It was like 3 or 4 changes. I showed them to my friend. My friend was like, make those changes. You're going to pass. Did not pass. She gave me unsuccessful. Kicked out the program. So I got the unsuccessful, and then I got a letter from the university probably like a week or 2 later letting me know that I've been administratively withdrawn from the program and that I can appeal if I wanted to. Remind you guys, at this time, my GPA was probably like it wasn't a 4.0, I don't think, because I remember I got a B in a course, but my GPA was high. So let's just say we're going to round that thing up to a 4.0. So I got kicked out of a program with a high GPA, passing all my classes, but I could not get past that mentor personal opinion about the writing. I was pissed. So I paid this school all of this money to not get a certificate, a diploma, nothing. And so they were like, do you want to appeal? And I'm like, no, because the chair was rocking with the mentor. And so like I said, I had been in the program a year and a half, had finished all the cohort. At this time, I was all but dissertation. And so I think I spent maybe $60,000, $70,000. It could be more, not to get a degree. Let me say it again for the people in the back. Not to get a degree. So I was in this university for a year and a half, only to be kicked out of the university and not get a degree. All of that money, guys, I did not get a degree. And when I was in the program, that was happening so much. And actually, during the time that I was at Capella, they had a lawsuit because of the same thing. I think they ended up losing the lawsuit. And so what they did was they switched the program around. I'm not familiar with what happened with the program because, like I said, I did not appeal because at this point I was like, nah, this is like a money scheme, basically. Am I saying that the school is not legit? Of course the school is legit. There are so many people that went to the school, even people that was in the cohort with me that was able to graduate because they had a mentor that they had a good relationship with. During the time that I was in the program, it was all about that relationship with that mentor. If you did not have a relationship with your mentor, you were screwed. And the fact that I complained to the chair and the school about the mentor and they was not going to switch her, I had no case. So I was just like, because even if they would have, if I would have won the appeal and came back, guess who I was going to see? That same little mentor. So it was just no point of me going back. So my experience with Capella from day one was terrible, all the way up to the day that I got administrative leave withdrawn from the program. Notice I said Dr. Brooks when I logged on, when you first came in. I did go to another university. I did finish the degree path, and I am a doctor of administration. I do have a doctor in business administration. So if you have been kicked out of a school, don't give up. Like, there is still hope for you. I come to encourage you to keep going, keep pursuing it. Just because one university failed you does not mean another university will fail you. So I encourage you, don't give up. You can do it. But my experience with Capella was trash. Trash. That's the only way I can tell you guys. Trash. But the person that I started with, my best friend, she went on to graduate. You know, she went on to earn a degree. So am I saying the school trash for everybody? No, it was trash for me. Am I saying your experience will be bad? No, it was bad for me. So that it's a hit or miss when it comes to these universities, because some people have a wonderful experience and some people have a bad experience. My experience with Capella was all bad. From day one, it was bad. So if I had to give that school a rating from 1 to 10, I'm giving them a 3. And I'm going to give them a 3 because I met good people. My experience at residency was very, very great. But other than that, trash. So again, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to get additional videos like this.